the deep influence of other people in our lives is unavoidable. A 100% fully self-determined life path is impossible. Why is that? If we consider the most absurd of points, you could say to yourself, okay, it was never up to me to come into this world in the first place. My parents did that for me, perhaps by accident, but nonetheless, they did it. I had no say in that, and here I am. I'm now in the world. So even if you just consider that absurd point, you can understand that a 100% fully self-determined life path is impossible. You began by no choice of your own, and now you're here. But even beyond that, you're born into a world where there's a certain structure to the human social world. There are technologies such as this camera that I'm shooting this video on that you as an individual can avail yourself of consciously. You can make the choice, the self-determined choice, to avail yourself of these technologies. But that they're an option in the first place had nothing to do with you. And so the way that these sort of preset human social world structures influence us as individuals is beyond our own self-determination. So those 2 points should illuminate why it is that we can't live a 100% fully self-determined life. But if that's the case, how do we live as self-determined a life as possible? We must also understand that we humans are extremely social. We're the most social species. Of all the world's species, we are the most social. So, with that being said, the deep influence of other people in our lives is unavoidable. You cannot avoid the effects that other people in your immediate social circle and beyond have on you as an individual. So if we consider that as a true assumption, extreme sociality, and the desire to live as self-determined a life as possible, how can we go about doing this in the best way possible? We have to develop the skill of gratitude. Why is that? Where the hell? How has gratitude come into the picture? Well, if you can quieten your mind and cultivate that skill of gratitude in your life, then you can take stock of where you're at currently. You can understand the state of your life right now. Okay, once you understand that sort of the state of your life now, then you have a baseline against which to judge the effects that other people in your social circle have on that state of your life. So, if you meet up with people and the next day go about your gratitude cultivation and you realize that, oh, my baseline has been somewhat diminished here, then you can be fairly sure that those people who had that effect on you are predominantly destructive in terms of their effects on your life. Whereas if it's the other way around, if the people you met up with the day or night before increased that baseline somewhat, then you can be fairly sure that the effects that they have on your life are predominantly constructive, which is what you want. So you can surround yourself with the type of person who will increase the state of your life, that baseline quality of life that you have, by cultivating gratitude and being able to see the effects that people have on your life. Okay, then there are two more ways that you can distinguish between the constructive and destructive types of people out there. When a person can extend their concept of self beyond their immediate self, the body and mind, to you, and this may manifest itself by their listening intently to what you have to say, putting themselves in your shoes and suggesting advice or ways of going about the problems you just explained, which means that they have just prioritized you almost as an extension of themselves, which is a good sign, which indicates that they're people who have a predominantly constructive effect on your life. And the third way, for me anyway, personally, this works whenever I just spontaneously think of the constructive people in my life. I just get a smile on my face. That's a very good sign. So that's the third way that you can go about doing this. We also need to understand that there is a most intimate member of that population of people that we might refer to as the others who influence your life. A most intimate member of that population within. So we have to be able to listen to the whispered utterances of the other within and see how he, for me, is guiding your life or suggesting change in your life. Because you can be sure that he has your best interests at heart because, well, he is you.